Welcome back to your physics class again, and today our topic is spherical mirror. We have already studied about plane mirror. Now next in line is spherical mirror. Basically, spherical mirror is part of a glass sphere with one side polished. Suppose this is a glass sphere, hollow glass sphere, and if you cut its part AB from it, it won't be a mirror because its side is not polished. Suppose you cut this part AB, then it should look like this. Now this surface is not mirror yet because we have to polish it. It has two sides. One is called inner side and another is called outer side. Let's see this. One side is towards left of the surface, which is this one, and another side is towards right of the surface, that is this one. One of them is inner side and one of them is outer side. Which is one? Can you tell me where does the center lie of the surface? Where is the center? If surface is like this, then if you complete the whole sphere, it should look like this. So where does the center lie? Center lies this side, obviously. So the side where center lies is called inner side. So this side is inner side and this side is outer side. The side where center lies is known as inner side, and side where center doesn't lie or opposite to the inner side is called outer side. Let me take another example. Suppose your surface is like this. Now which side is inner side? Where does the center lie? Again you can see, if you complete the whole sphere, center should lie somewhere here. So side with the center is called inner side and side opposite to the inner is called outer side. Let me take few more examples till you get a hold of it. I am making four surfaces. One is this one is this, third is this one, fourth is this one, and fifth is this one, something like this. These are not mirror yet because you have to polish them. This one is AB, call it CD, EF, GH, and IJ. Now we have to find the location of the center for all these surfaces. For this surface, where does the center lie? It lies on the left side. Because if you complete the whole sphere, center would be somewhere here. So this side is inner side. This side is outer side. For this surface, center lies towards right. So right side will be inner and left side will be outer. For this surface, center lies somewhere here. So this side will be inner, this side will be outer. For this surface, center will lie somewhere here. So side with the center is known as inner and opposite side is known as outer. And finally, at the last surface, where does the center should lie? Here. Here, where? What you have to do, you have to complete the whole sphere. If you complete the whole sphere, it should look like this. And center should lie somewhere here. So side with the center is called inner surface and side with the side opposite to the inner surface is called outer surface. Now comes the polishing part. To make a mirror, you have to polish a glass surface, a transparent glass surface at one side. Sides available are inner or outer. For example, we are taking two glass surfaces which are transparent in nature, AB and CB. For this surface AB, our inner side is this one towards left, and for surface CD, our inner side is towards right. Now for polishing the surface, you have two options. You can either polish on inner surface, either you can polish on the outer surface. For this surface, let's polish it like this. We polish the surface. Which one? Can you tell me? We polish on which side? Outer or inner? Where is the center line? Center line on the left side. And we polish on the right side. So, if you polish on the outer surface, then mirror is known as concave mirror. If polish is done on the outer side of transparent glass surface, then mirror formed is known as concave mirror. And the outer side is done. Now you have to polish on the inner side. Which one is the inner side for this surface? Right or left? Where does the center lie? Center lies towards right for the surface. So, if we polish on the inner surface, then mirror form is called convex surface. These are the two options available. Either you can polish on the inner side, either you can polish on the outer side. If you polish on the outer side, then newly formed mirror is known as concave mirror. And if you polish on the inner side of the glass surface, then the newly formed mirror is known as convex mirror. So how many types of mirrors are there so far? So far what we have studied? Tell me. First is plane mirror, where surface is flat and you polish on either side of that surface. Second is spherical mirror. Spherical mirror means spherical mirror is a part of a glass sphere with one side polished. Let's revise the construction of mirror once again. Our top set is mirror. Actually, there are parabola and elliptical mirror, but those are not a part of your syllabus yet. You have to just confine yourself within spherical and plane mirrors. Mirror are of two types. First is plane mirror, where surface is flat and you polish one of its sides. So you form a plane mirror like this. Second is spherical mirror, what is a spherical mirror? Spherical mirror is formed when you cut a glass surface from a glass sphere and polish one of its sides. These are of two types. One is concave. Do you remember? What did I tell you? Which side is polished in case of concave mirrors? Yes. Outer side is polished in case of concave mirror. Second is convex. And inner side is polished in case of convex mirror. So these are two basic spherical mirrors, and we have to learn a lot of terminology related to these mirrors. Let's go further. Suppose this was our glass sphere with radius r, and part AB was cut from it. It doesn't look like this, that this surface belongs to this, but just try to grasp the concept that this surface AB was cut off from this sphere. So first term that comes is center of curvature, and it is represented by letter C. That should be capital always. Center of curvature is represented by capital letter C. What is the definition of it? First of all, these terms are used when defining properties of a spherical mirror. So let's define center of curvature. Center of curvature C is the center of that sphere from which this mirror was cut from. Center of curvature is the center of that sphere from which our surface was cut off. This surface was cut off from this sphere. Its center should lie somewhere here. So, what is the definition of curvature of the center of curvature? Center of curvature is the center of that sphere from which our mirror was cut off. This spherical mirror AB was cut from this sphere. So its center would be its center of curvature, and it should lie somewhere left side to this surface. So this point C is called center of curvature. Second term is pole. It's not a mirror yet, we have to polish it. Now we form the concave mirror. What is a pole? First of all, what do we call this? Surface area. It's called aperture. This whole thing is a mirror, but this surface which is not polished is called the aperture of the mirror. Aperture, spelling of aperture is the larger the aperture, the brighter would be the image. So lenses with large aperture are preferred because they form a brighter image. So this unpolished surface AB is called aperture of mirror, and midpoint of this surface AB is known as pole, and it is represented by capital letter P. So I think that should be enough for today's class. Let's revise these two things once again. Pole and center of curvature. What is center of curvature? Center of curvature for a mirror, for a spherical mirror, is center of that sphere from which our mirror was cut off, and pole, for pole we can say the midpoint of the aperture is pole. Suppose this is our mirror. Which one is it? Convex or concave? Where do you see the polish? On inner side or outer side? Where does the center lie? Center lies somewhere here. And where do you see the polish? On inner or outer side? It's on the outer side. That's why it is a concave mirror. And this is its aperture. Can this point be the pole? Can this point be called pole? No. Why not? Because it doesn't look like it's the midpoint of the surface. So pole must be the midpoint of the aperture. It should be somewhere here. So this point is pole, this point is center of curvature. I think that's enough for today's class. We'll meet again tomorrow.